Okay, in this video I'm just going to go through printable wall art and everything that you need to know about creating printable wall art in Canva. So basically, when you're creating printable wall art in Canva, you need to download your file as a printable PDF. If you don't download it as a printable PDF, it won't be a high enough resolution for them to print out with a high quality at the other end. Simply because the only file that Canva can produce that is 300 dpi is the print PDF. They compress the JPEG and PNG file, so they are only 72 dpi, which means that they're fine on the screen, but when they print out, they're a bit pixelated or blurry. They're not a print quality. So you definitely need to download your printable art from Canva as a PDF. So I'm not going to jump into that. I just wanted to mention that. So I've just quickly thrown together this just as an example because I know that a lot of people want to know how to resize your files if you don't have Canva Pro. So when you have Canva Pro, it's super simple to resize it. So basically for printable wall art, there are 5 sizes that you need to save things as if you want to accommodate all the different sizes. So basically, there's a 2:3 ratio, which if you save your file as 24 by 36 inches, the customer can print it off in all the smaller sizes in that ratio. So they can print it off as a 4:6, a 6:9, an 8:12, a 10:15, a 12:18, a 16:24, a 20:30, and a 24:36 inch print. Then there's also like the 3:4 ratio, where if you save it as 24 by 32 inches, then the customer can print them off at all the other different sizes. So there is quite a, see if I can copy this across. There is quite a different variety of sizes that you need to save them as if you want to cater for everybody. So if you look at most of the best sellers, most of them will do these sizes. So if you've got like a 4:5 ratio, then you can print out at all of these smaller sizes. If you do an ISO print, so you save it as an A1, and anything smaller than A1, so A2, A3, A4, and A5 can all be printed from that one file. So just keep these in mind. So basically, when you are in Canva, if you have Canva Pro, you can just resize it up here. Just move me out of the way. You can resize it up here, and you can just type in whatever size you want to make it. So let's say we wanted to do US letter, we could just do it there. Or if you wanted to save it by one of these particular sizes, like 24 by 36, you can just select inches here and then type in 24 by 36. And then if you hit copy and resize, we have now resized and we are now 24 by 36 here, but we also have our original file here. If we had have selected the other option, which was this just resize, then it would resize the original file that you were just in. So I always recommend that you do the copy and resize just to make sure that if anything goes wrong, you've still got your original. Okay, so that's how you would resize it for Canva Pro. And as you can see, it comes across, it's pretty much perfect when it comes to size. Every now and then you might just need to move your elements very slightly and your text very slightly. But apart from that, it comes across pretty well. However, if you have a Canva free account and you want to resize your artwork, I mean, how would you do it? So I'll quickly show you. Let's just open another Canva file. So we're going to create a design in whatever size we want to do. So let's say we want to do a 24, let's move me out of the way. Let's go with custom size and we'll change that to inches. And we want to do 24 by 30 in this one. If you've got Canva Pro, basically sorry, Canva free, basically you want to open up a blank document, then go back to your original, and you're going to select all of your elements. So just highlight the entire page, Control C, Control V, and then you're going to have to manually adjust it. So while it's all selected, it's easy to drag it out and then position it. So when you have Canva Pro, it's much easier, much faster, but you can still do it in the free version, but you just have to make these adjustments manually. So that is how you would do it. So then you would go for the next size. You would actually go back to your main menu and you would open another document. So let's say we wanted to do, let's go 24 by 36. So 24 by 36, create new design. Okay, and now you would do the same thing. So you're going to be, oh, we did 24 by 36, but that's okay. It's the same thing. So we would just copy it. So highlight the whole thing, Control C, go to your blank canvas and Control V, and then drag it all out, position it in the center. It's probably a bit too big, so I might have to bring that down. Okay, and then we might just have to do some manual adjustments. So that's how you would do it if you have the Canva free account. So next thing that you need to know about using the Canva free account is when you download your images to sell, you need to use, move myself over there, you need to download as a print PDF. So this one says best for printing. Now this is the only format that comes out of Canva that is already 300 DPI, which is the print quality you need for something that you're selling. So you need to save it as a PDF print. If you have Canva Pro, save it as this one, CMYK, because that's the best one for professional printing. If you don't have Canva Pro, this one is okay. You can still use it. And it'll still print okay. But the colors and things are more vibrant with this CMYK from what I've noticed. I don't know what CMYK is exactly, but that's my opinion. That's how it looks to me. Okay, so the reason you need to save it that way is because, first of all, it's 300 DPI, and that's what you need for print quality. But if you need to save it as an image to upload to Etsy, like if your customers basically want a JPEG file to print off or a PNG file to print off, then you need to save it, first of all, as a PDF, but then you need to go online and grab an online DPI converter. So if you go to DPI converter, and you get like quite a selection of different ones. So you can just quickly use an online converter, and you can upload your PDF and it will spit out your file as a 300 DPI JPEG or PNG, whatever you select. So that is how you would change to an image file if that's what you wanted. Something else to be aware of is that when you save these files as a PDF, people can import them back into Canva and they can use your file, because a little while ago Canva introduced the PDF edit function in Canva. So in order for them not to be able to edit your work, the best way is to flatten your work. So before you sell your artwork, you can, when you do the PDF, my mouse has disappeared. when you do the PDF download, you can flatten it here. That's probably the easiest way. Okay, I just want to quickly answer a few questions that I see come up all the time. So I see questions like, do I need to save in all of these sizes? And the answer is no, you do not. You can go with the most popular size. You could offer a couple of sizes. You don't have to offer them all. But I would recommend looking at what the best sellers are selling in your niche and just doing the same. Okay, what about anything that is outside of the margins? So if you don't know where to turn on your margins, just go up to File, and then you can show rulers and guides, show margins. So see how it's got that dotted line now? And then you can also show the bleed. So anything that is outside of this margin line here, it's still going to print all of it until it gets to that bleed line. And then you're going to get like a white border around the edge. The only way that you can actually get rid of that white edge is if you trim the print. So that's why when you get professionally printed, it doesn't have the edge, because they trim that off. So you can go all the way to the edge. Just make sure that you don't have any text or anything that's important that goes all the way to the edge. But with images, you can definitely go to the edge. Just keep anything important within that bleed line, which is the one right near the edge. I try to keep in just a little bit further inside of that with anything that's important, simply because home printers are a little bit different and they often cut off a little bit more inside of that. So, yeah. And do I need to save with a bleed margin is another one that comes up all the time. So when you go to download as a PDF, you can add crop marks and bleed if it's going to be professionally printed. But if they're not professionally printing it and they're printing it at home, then it's going to come up with like crosses in there where you cut it, and people don't tend to like that. So I don't put that on there unless somebody actually comes back to me and requests it, which I've only ever had once. So I don't think that that is important at all. All right, so I hope that that has helped. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to let me know.